Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back.
Tell a friend.
Hey, everybody, here with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be talking about the new Lego price increases that are coming our way, unfortunately. But before we go any further, let me just say, if you like this video or any other videos on the channel, please
like, comment, and subscribe.
And we get down to this Lego price increase after my intro coming in
now.
And since we're on the topic of the price increase, we'll segue on in.
Nice little segue you like.
And what are your guys' thoughts on the price increase? What
Tis the season. I mean, everything's going up. Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. Chips went up $5. Our chips that we get. So everything's going up. It's just kind of that time of year, I guess, or because of the pandemic. And
well, everybody's saying there's a recession on the horizon,
right?
Things of that nature.
So everybody's all worried, but the prices are never going to go down, like you said. The prices are never going to go down again.
No,
they're going to keep them.
Yeah.
So
I'll
still buy Lego.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they'll still get my. I mean, I'm not making more money, but
it's again. This is another reason why I want to touch on this topic as well. Is because I kind of feel like we're in a little bit of an interesting perspective. You know, I've been listening to a lot of the other streamers and stuff talk about it the last few days. And it's like everybody's like getting to the point they're like, well, I'm going to start being more selective. I'm going to start being more selective. And I'm just like, yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. You have to be more selective. I've been more selective.
When we first got back into Lego, like, yeah, we went to the Lego store and spent over $2,000 and bought like every set that they had in there that we wanted. We didn't dicker and Dan. We're like, oh, we want that. We're buying it. We're buying it. And I think that's what a lot of people do. And then, you know, after you've gone crazy like that for a couple of years and you get the Lego catalog and you're just like, nothing's overwhelming me anymore.
I don't think I want that. I don't think I'm going to get that.
Because we all are eventually going to run out of space as well. I mean, there's a reason why these tables down here keep expanding. And so that's definitely something.
But if they make something that I want or you want, you know, we'll make the space. I think that's more likely.
That's why I'm saying that. And my personal, what we do and what I would recommend other Lego fans do is just stick to your themes. And that's where this YouTube stuff gets people in trouble, in my opinion, is that you can't be Mr. King Lego unless you're Jang Bricks. You know, Just Too Good does a great job as well. There's a couple of people out there, but for the most part, you can't get it all. You can't cover it all. You can't buy it all. You can't build it all. There's not enough time and hours in the day.
There's not enough money.
And there's just not enough money. And so to even try to do that, for one, I don't think you're going to make yourself happy in the end. I genuinely don't. You will burn yourself out and you will find yourself, you know, with a lot of Lego sets that maybe you're not particularly all that interested in, but you literally just bought them because you wanted something for YouTube. And, you know, and so I would not recommend going down that road whatsoever.
I wish I only bought Legos for YouTube. Because I'd buy less Legos, I think.
But I mean, but if you want to buy sets just to review them on YouTube or something, right. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I know.
Like so that's why, like, we're very theme specific and we stick to those themes and that's just the way we do it. And And that's how we have come to grips with it. And so it's like, and I'm happy that I'm a big Pirates and Castle fan, honestly. As much as I would love them to be an evergreen theme like Star Wars or Harry Potter or Marvel, it actually makes me happy to know that, I'm going to build, we're building this medieval blacksmith shop, and then, yeah, we got the Forestman Gifts with Purchase coming and then the big castle coming. But I mean, as far as the themes that are near and dear to my heart, that's it. So like I don't feel obligated to go and I need to buy this and this.
Sometimes I feel obligated to buy Harry Potter because of the accessories. They get me. Harry Potter gets me for sure. I like all the accessories.
So that's
and they give them all to me.
That's definitely one of my that's my advice, and so that's why am I happy about the price increase? No. I don't think anybody is happy about it.
Well, Lego. Yeah. I think their bottom line is going to be a little happier.
Well, and that's the thing that, when people say it's all about their bottom line, Doc Samson made a funny video about it. And yeah, that I mean, he's absolutely correct. I mean, that is the truth, but that's corporate society for you. They're going to pass it on to the consumers. It's always going to end. The buck always gets passed to the regular people in the end. That's just the way our world works, it seems. But I'm not super upset about it because I'm only gonna buy the sets that I want anyways. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I didn't get the Daily Bugle. I liked the Daily Bugle. I wish I would have gotten the Daily Bugle, but we didn't get the Daily Bugle. And it was for reasons like that. It was just one of those sets that, yeah, I like it. Yeah, I wish that I could have it, but I can live without it. I don't have to have it. And I think that as Lego fans, that's just where we're going to have to get with it. And we're also going to have to just get to the understanding that Lego is it's a luxury item. It really is.
It really is. It's not a necessity.
It's not a necessity. And I mean, even amongst the toy community, it is, I mean, it is a highly collectible and exclusive, toy that we collect, and it retains its value. It tends to grow in value and things of that nature. And that's just the mark of the beast when it comes to things that are highly collectible. They are going to increase in value and stuff. But one of the things like the aftermarket, for example, people have talked about the aftermarket, and I have been listening to people talk about the aftermarket bubble bursting since 2015, if not earlier. And when we got back into Lego was around that time, and that was the early modulars had just started to retire and go up in value. You had the Imperial flagship was recently retired, and that went up in value, and so there were these certain sets that had already skyrocketed in value far more than anyone was ever used to seeing out of Lego. And I remember just people saying, "Oh, it's going to bottom out. You just can't. The bubble's going to burst." Everybody. And I kept waiting, and it never really happened. Now the market's going to fluctuate a little bit, and I've noticed that on Bricklink for quite some time. And so that's if I don't know what. Like the Imperial flagship, for example, I don't know what it's going for today on Bricklink, but let's just say for round number, it's going for $1,000. Okay. If there's the aftermarket will have to come down in order, because no one was going to start buying stuff for that money. And that's what I was saying to BFAB I think in Brick Hive stream last night. It's like it's eventually going to have to come down. But is it necessarily a terrible thing for most of us that an Imperial flagship that right now is going for $1,000, as the market starts to come down because people are just not going to pay those kind of prices for that set anymore, that now maybe you can get it for $700 or $600? Because you got to remember that most of the people that have that set that are selling it, they probably got it for retail price to begin with. So they're already going to be making good money on their investment. Are they going to be making as much money? No. So Lego will still be a nice thing to invest in. I don't think that market is just going to completely burst. But I think it coming down a little bit is not the end of the world.
After your rant.
After my rant, Infamous Convict is here.
Like to rant?
The struggle is here. Struggle is real. And Todd says crap rolls downhill. And Ian says the aftermarket prices aren't going to come down, but they might not keep increasing at the rate we've seen. More likely we'll see Lego reduce how many sets they develop each year. Yeah, and that's I'm fine with that. And like, as I've said multiple times, how many Millennium Falcons do you Star Wars fans need? In all honesty. I mean, it's a little ridiculous. They said they have been covering all the cost increase for consumers, and they can't do that anymore. But they also posted record profits, so clearly they could keep covering them. Yeah, and that's what's really gnawing at a lot of Lego fans is that they're it's their every year these corporations, it's we made X amount of dollars, so next year we want to make at least X amount of dollars plus one,
right?
At least a little bit more, and it's just like they never want to
stop increasing.
Yeah, and so that's the one thing that I think all of us Lego fans have been having the hardest time with.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.